This kapitel was composed by the sons of Korach. It starts off with praise for Hashem, for all that He has done to us, and it talks about how in the past He has fought against our enemies, but as the kapitel goes on, he says this was only in the past, that in the past God has fought our enemies, but at present it seems like God has forsaken us. And he goes on to say, even though that it seems that God has forsaken us, we are not breaking His covenant, and we are not straying after other gods, and we are loyal to God. And finishes off with a request that God should save us and reveal His divine presence upon us. Lam Natseach, for the conductor, Livnei Korach, by the sons of Korach, maskil, which is a certain type of musical instrument. Alakim, God, Baznenu Shamanu, with our ears we have heard. Now, the sons of Korach obviously saw the splitting of the sea with their own eyes, so obviously he's talking about the future generations that he's saying that they heard with their ears the great miracles that God has performed. Shemanu Avisenu, we heard from our Shemanu Avisenu, we heard from our forefathers. Siprolanu, they related to us. Peo Pa'alta, the actions they have performed. Vimeim, in their days. Vimekedem, in the days of old. Ata Yatcha, you with your hand. Goy Merashta, you drove out the people. Vatitoim, and you implanted the Jewish people in the land of Israel. Tara Lu'umim, you afflicted the nations. Vatashalchim, and you banished them. So that you banished the nations that were doing bad to the Jewish people, that they shouldn't have to suffer for them. Now talking about the forefathers, Loi v'charbam, ki loi v'charbam yashu aretz, they didn't possess the land with a sword, uzrayam, and their arm or their might. Loi shia lame, that's not what helped them. For what has helped them get the land, Yemincha, your right hand, Uzrayacha, and your arm, Ver Panecha, and the light of your countenance, Kiratzitzam, because you have favored them, and that's what enabled them to inherit the land. It wasn't just a mighty military campaign. Atahu, only you, Malki Lakim, you're my king, my God, Savi Yeshuas, Yaakov. And he's requesting from God that you should command again the salvation of Jacob, of Yaakov. Through you we will gore our enemies. V'shimcha namus kamenu. With your name we're going to trample the ones that rise up against us. Kiloi v'kashti aftach, I do not trust the bow, v'chabele sisheni, and a sword will not save me. Ki hoishatanu mitzarenu, because you are the ones that saved us from our enemies. Umesanenu havishaisa, and the ones that hated us, you have shamed them. Ve'likim hilalnu cholayim, in God we glory the whole day. V'shimcha la'ilam noida Sela, and your name we're constantly going to think Sela. And now he goes on to say, Afsa nachtav tachilmenu, even when you abandon us and disgrace us, and do not go forth with our armies, we are still going to continue giving praise to you. Teshivenu acher minitzar, when we had to retreat backwards from our enemies, umisanenu shasamame, and our haters who were able to plunder for themselves. Titanenu kutzayin machol, you gave us like sheep for food. Uvagoyim zerisanu, and you scattered us among the nations. Timkar amcha You sold your nation without any fortune, for very, very cheap. And if someone gets something for very cheap, they treat them very badly. And you didn't gain anything from our sale. You didn't get anything of significance for our sale. You cause us to be a disgrace for our neighbors. Lag v'kelas l'sviosenu. You made us a mockery for all the people around us. Tistinenu mashal bagoyim. We became a parable by the nations as someone who's so hated. And by the nations, that it causes them to shake their head when they think of us. The whole day, klimasi nagdi, my humiliation is before me. Voishas panai, and shameful, and this that I'm shamed. Kisasni, it covers me. The shame covers me. The kol mecharif u'megadif, at the voice of the reveler and the blasphemer that degrade us the whole time. Before the enemy, umisnakim, and the one that avenges, that they want to avenge us as if we have done something to them. All this came upon us, but we have not forgotten you. We have not falsified your covenant, and we kept loyal to the Torah. Our hearts have not drawn back. And our footsteps have not gone astray from the right path. When we have been crushed in a place of Tanim. Tanim is referring to a very uninhabited place, and the commentaries argue about which type of animal it is. It's referring to a place where these type of animals either means a certain type of sea giant or a reptile, whatever it is. And we are shrouded in the shadow of death. And it goes on to say how loyal we are. Did we forget the name of God? And did we extend our hands to a strange God? God could investigate this and find out that we have not, because he knows what's hidden in the heart. For you, we get killed every day. In every generation, there are Jews that die for God, and they don't, and they want to give up his life for anything else than God. And we're considered like sheep to the slaughter. Ura, wake up, Lamasishan Hashem. Why is God sleeping? That's the way it seems to be. Hakitza, wake up, Al Tiznach Lanetzach, do not forsake us forever. Lama Fanecha Saster, why do you hide your face? Tishkach Anyenu V'lachatzenu, and you're ignoring our affliction and our oppression. Hishacha la'afar nafshenu, for our souls are bent down to the earth. Dafka la'aretz bitnenu, our bellies are cleaving to the earth. That's how desperate we are. Kuma, rise up, as Rasalanu, and help us, ufdenu l'manchastecha, and redeem us for the sake of your kindness.